Well, hello everybody to the 5th installment of Fandango. And this will be the last installment of the year. Aren't we glad that that is the case? So what do we have on our plate today? Well, we have this weird ass looking metallic abomination of a Christmas tree. Now you might think, well, what are we supposed to do with it? Well, I'm glad you asked that question. Let's see what our good friend Goddess has to say when we pull this lever. Notice how it shakes.
Ooh, careful, Manny! With the harmonic balancer turned off, those pumps might shake that tree apart. Oh,
Of course. Tree engineer right here.
If we shook the tree down, those pumps would dislodge, and I could make high-lift shocks out of them for the Bone Wagon.
Pimp out
Hold
my
on.
Bone Wagon,
I'm going to
Goddess, by all
unbalance that wheel
means.
with some of these weights. That'll shake her down for sure.
Obviously, it's not gonna be that simple, right? No, it's not.
Okay, just give me a second to balance these doggies.
Yeah, we don't have a second, Goddess. Get your ass off of there.
Hey, Manny! What are you doing?
Outside of the entertainment value, that didn't do what I had hoped.
Yeah, it didn't shake the tree apart.
That was a dirty trick, Manny.
Oh, it was an accident. I bumped the switch with my elbow.
Oh, okay.
Right, so, that wasn't enough to shake the tree apart. So what are we to do? Well, the clue is on the ground, really. You see those 4 wires? You see the cart, or the wheelbarrow actually. We're supposed to manipulate them so as to sync up the pumps so they would shake the tree apart. So let's just do that.
Gladys, what are they doing to that tree?
Oh, city
Clicked
boy.
on Gladys
You
by
work all day in a
mistake.
60-story skyscraper, but didn't you ever wonder what it was made of?
No, really?
Marrow of these trees, man.
Yeah, the
They
marrow.
suck it out. It's like cement.
Is that why the town's called El Marrow?
Huh? Never thought of that.
Does it produce
Maybe
red
so.
blood cells? Maybe so. Let's get the wheelbarrow going. Let's see what happens. You see, when you place the wheel, the front wheel of the wheelbarrow on one of these cables, the pump stops. And then, when you move it, it starts up again. That's the key to the puzzle. You need to sync up the pumps so they would work in tandem, but out of phase. You'll see what I mean. Pro tip, when you're calibrating it, always try to go to your back, so from right to left, because if you press forward like I am right now, there's a slight delay, but if you press back, it's instant. So okay, gotta sync up the pumps. The first pump can be whatever. Now the second, we need to sync up with the first. There we go. The right side is synced up in tandem. Now the next one needs to be out of phase with the other ones. Like this maybe. There we go. One was already synced up. That's basically what you need to do. You see the tree shaking, means it's working, means we're all good to go. So let's give that lever a flick again. And see what happens.
Hey, while you have that off, let me try moving those weights around some more.
Yeah, no problems. I'm not gonna touch the lever. Of course not.
Now, no monkey business this time, Calavera.
What's that? More monkey business. No problem, son. We got you covered, man.
Manny, you promised!
I lied. Ain't I a bastard? Oh.
Manny, until now we scraped along the ground like rats. But from now on, we soar. Like eagles. Heh. Like eagles on pogo sticks!
Sweet ass ride we got here now,
What a
huh?
relief. I was getting concerned that our transportation wasn't ostentatious enough.
Get in! Or are you afraid of heights?
Most excellent. Now we have the pumps or the hydraulic, whatever you call them, presses. We can clear these rocks, no problem. See? And we're back at the gate. Now, let's go through it.
Manny! What are you doing? Don't you know what's on the other side of that gate?
Yeah, the way out of the forest.
Demon beavers, Manny! They'll make you into a dam!
Relax, Geppetto. I'm not made of wood.
Yeah,
Manny,
I'm not
they
made of
don't use
wood.
wood.
I mean, what are they gonna do? Oh, yeah, they don't use wood. Damn, you know what? I'm gonna level with you. When I was a kid, that little sequence scared the living shit out of me. Okay, it was just Jesus. I mean, those beavers, they're scary ass business, man. Now, let me just check what we have in our inventory here. We're gonna need that. And, well, let's try something. Now, you would think that you just go here and just... But no. No. You can't. You can't just extinguish them with a little magnesium compound fire extinguisher. No, you have to do something much more stupid and much more obtuse. First, you see this little green bone here? Well, you can go to it without the beavers chasing you.
These monsters have made a dam out of human bones.
Damn. Pick up several of the bones. Think we're gonna need one bone for each. Let's just pick up until we're full.
I don't need any more. I'm practically made of them.
Okay, now, you see this part here? Really easy to miss. It's a whole other scene. Now, how are you supposed to figure this out is beyond me. What you are supposed to do is, first of all, how are you supposed to figure this out is beyond me. First, you have to remember what inventory slot your fire extinguisher is. I think it's 3. No. 4. No. 2. It's 2. Okay. Click on 4. That's the bone. Throw in the bone. And then wait for the little sucker to jump. Douse his ass. Yeah, if you don't put them out, they just swim through tar. They're on fire, so they can swim through it. But if you extinguish them, they drop like a fucking rock. So repeat the process for each beaver, each flaming beaver, each flaming demonic beaver, 8th circle of hell. Vengeance. Holy shit. Vengeance is sweet for all of those childhood traumas they caused me. Ooh, a little glitch there. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Uh-oh. That's it? No more? No more! Woohoo! We did it! We conquered the beavers. And the way is clear. Let's see what happens if we try to go on foot.
That road leads out of the forest, I'm sure. But I don't think I'd get very far on foot. Plus, how could I leave without Gladys?
Oh, I don't know, man. He's like an appendix. Yeah, if you remember, Rubacava was something like 1,000 kilometers away, so yeah, no freaking way. Now you might be thinking, what did we need that key for? Well, we need the key to open this big outer gate. There we go.
This outer gate is huge. I'll need Gladys to open it.
Manny, I don't know if I like driving over people.
They can't feel it, they're dead.
You're dead. I wouldn't want to drive over you.
That's because you and I, Gladys, are friends.
Aw, Manny.
Welcome to Rubacava.
Hello? Miss Colomar! We're here to save you! Hey, lay off the racket. The whole town's asleep. But I want a drag race. When they get a load of my car, we're gonna be the talk of the town.
You're right. We're gonna have to find a good place to hide that road show. Speaking of hiding, I wonder if Mitch is here already. I'm gonna go see what I can stir up. Not a bad piece of real estate, actually. It's got potential.
That it does, as we will see in year 2. Now, fair warning for all of you who are actually paying attention to the timeline. It is at this point that the timeline goes into a serious traffic accident and derails completely. Because as far as we're concerned, this is maybe the next day of our trip. That's how long this game has been going on. But, well, you'll see. First of all, we go to the fog and promptly fall a long way. Hello, Velasco.
Yeah, tourists.
Eh.
You gotta watch your step around here, stranger. Rubacava ain't the quaint little port town she used to be. Well, hell, looks like there's a new vessel in town. Pardon me whilst I go check her out.
Yeah, you go do that. See Manny shivering here. Let's just put him out of his discomfort. Why is he shivering? Aren't they supposed to be dead skeletons? They feel temperature? And for that matter, how come some of them are fat? Big boned? Or is it just some padding to give off the aesthetics? Oh, let's see. Do you remember this guy?
This guy looks familiar.
Oh, he does, yeah. I think we talked to him
Mr.
yesterday.
Flores, I'm ready to take you now.
Manny Calavera. Is that you? Didn't you used to be taller?
Yeah. Got downsized at the company. That's our first customer from the beginning of the game, which was yesterday. And well,
I'm
let's
here
talk
to
to him.
reclaim that walking stick.
I broke it over the head of some hideous monsters in the forest.
Damn it.
I'm looking for a woman named Mercedes Colomar. Well, no one's come through town by that name, and you can take it from me. I, too, am looking for someone, so I watch the comings and goings around here very carefully.
Yeah, how did he get here in a day quicker than us? As far as I remember, he had no travel package to speak of, and he broke the walking stick while going through the petrified forest, which I would assume means he walked through it. How did he get here so fast?
Who are you looking for?
Well, if you must know, It's about my wife. I got word that she passed away not long after and that she too was crossing the land of the dead on foot. It is said that all lost souls come to Rubacava, so I came here to wait for her.
You must love her very much, Celso.
Yes, this is true. Of course, she also has all
Yeah,
of my
there's
money.
that, but you know, nothing beats true love.
How do you know your wife hasn't gone ahead of you?
Oh,
Yeah, how do you?
Manny. If she had arrived here first, surely she would have waited for me.
Got a big trusting heart there, Celso.
I'll help you find your wife. What did she look like?
Oh, here. I got this from the DOD and made
Department
copies
of
to
Death.
hand out. Isn't she something?
She must have been beautiful with skin.
Weren't we all?
So, know a good place to stay in town?
What's your price range?
Somewhere around the high end of nothing.
Then maybe, young man, it's time you started thinking about a job.
Nice idea, Celso.
Can you get me a job here?
Have any skills?
Sales?
Well, that does qualify you for a certain position, but we only have one mop. I'm sorry, Manuel. I've got to get this place ready to open.
Right. I'll let you know if I see your wife.
She'll be the one asking for her beloved Celso.
Okay, well, let's interact with the only other character in Rubacava. Maybe he will be able to help us.
Well, actually, it's mostly stock with a few mods here and there.
So, would those be glass packs I'm hearing, or turbos?
There was this one high-pitched whine it was making, really grating noise, you know? And I searched and searched, but I couldn't find the source of the noise until we pulled in here.
Was it the blower?
No, it was Manny screaming in the back like a cat tied to a cruise missile.
That's a good one.
Hola.
Hey, Manny, Dockmaster Velasco here says he's got a place we can dry dock the Ball Wagon for a while.
Oh, yeah. We can't leave a beauty like this out in the fog, or her chrome will get pitted.
Pitted? Did you hear that, Manny?
You folks gonna stay in Rubacava for a spell?
Most likely.
We're here looking for a woman named Mercedes Colomar.
I'm not too good with names. Did she have any distinguishing marks or a tattoo?
Not that she showed me.
Well, like I said, I'm as good with names as you are with the fog.
I might be here a while. Is there any work in this town?
Well, there's lots of work down at the docks, but it's all union work. And I just don't see you in that union.
I want to be a part of it anyway, old man.
How do you get around here with all the mist?
When you've strolled these docks as long as I have, Pilgrim, you know where you are by the smell of the sea, by the sound of the lonely
Bullshit.
foghorn, by the icy touch of the cold, salty air.
Wow. Manny, could I have an eye patch?
Well, don't let me
Let's
interrupt
not
your
waste
car
time
talk.
with this.
Yeah, where was I? Oh, yeah. So, anyway,
Not good with names? Well, how about a picture then?
Ever seen this woman?
oh, if this is the woman you're looking for, take my advice. Forget about her. She
Already
sailed out of here
forgotten.
weeks ago in a
Weeks
cozy
ago,
portside cabin
mind
built
you.
for two.
Weeks ago.
And she wasn't alone.
How do you know she sailed out of here? I don't believe it.
It's a tough break, Junior, but you gotta face it. Here, look it up in my port log if you want it in writing. 6 weeks ago on a Tuesday. Ticket for two, paid in full. I cracked the champagne on the bow myself.
Well,
Okay,
don't let
so
me
here's
interrupt
the
your car
deal.
talk.
Look,
She,
I know how you
Celso's
feel,
wife,
son.
went
Once
away
I lost
weeks
a very
ago.
special lady myself. I
just let him
waved to her
finish.
from the docks as she sailed out of port, and I never saw her again.
What was her name?
The SS La Mancha was her name, but don't make me talk about her, because I just can't do it.
I think we see that boat later in the game. Anyway, Celso's wife left like weeks ago, and she passed away after him. So somewhere in the span of 2 days, weeks went by. Now you might say that we only got shown like it was a day. Maybe we came to Rubacava like months after the Day of the Dead in El Maro. Maybe we spent some time with, what was his name? With the LSA guy, the Lost Souls Alliance. I can't remember his name right now. Yeah, maybe we, I don't know, stayed a long while in the Petrified Forest. Maybe the way to Rubacava was really long. But no, there's a certain line in year 2 that just breaks the time continuity. And I don't get why. Like, why would they do that? Because they took such great care about everything else. Maybe it was cut content or something. Oh, Blake is a little hot.
Celso, your wife sailed out of here 2 months ago with another man.
What? Say it and so, Manny.
It's all in there.
Oh, Manny, is there a greater constant in nature than the treachery of women?
Gravity.
Forget about her, Celso.
Have you forgotten yours? I'm going after her. You take over my job here. This mop at least will never let you down. That compass in the handle was sure
Son of a
come in handy
bitch, you
too.
said it was broken. Chekhov's mop. Nah, it's not Chekhov's mop, you never use it. And thus we come to the end of year 1 and the end of this clip. Now let's just see the FMV to the end. What happens in a year. Oh yeah, it says 1 year later. Come on, do it. Thank you. See, 1 year later. So that was, well, the Day of the Dead. You'll see. Don't let my rambling distract you, you will see what I mean. Fancy suit, Manny. Smells like Casablanca.
Hey, boss. You gonna come downstairs? I got a customer asking for you.
You know I don't like to mingle with the customers.
Yeah, they're filth.
Well, you may want to mingle with this one. She sounds like your type.
Oh, a 3-way. Nah, it's not that kind of game.
Well, looks like a quiet night in old Rubacava.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that would be that for year 1 and the 5th part of this LP. Come see me next time when we unravel this train wreck that is the timeline in year 1. Bye-bye.